Pegasus Airlines is a low-cost airline headquartered in the Kurtköy paragraph Y area of Pendik, Istanbul, Turkey. Formerly a charter airline in partnership with Aer Lingus, Pegasus is now completely controlled by Esas Holding. History. On December 1, 1989, two businesses, Net and Silkar, partnered with Aer Lingus to create an inclusive tour charter airline called Pegasus Airlines, and services were inaugurated on April 15, 1990 with two Boeing 737-400s. However, 4 months after the launch, Iraq invaded Kuwait, and the 7-month occupation that followed had a serious effect on Turkish tourism. By 1992, tourists began returning to the country, and Pegasus grew with the acquisition of a third 737-400. The airline leased a further two Airbus A320s to meet the summer demand. After 2 positive years, Aer Lingus and Net sold their shares in the company in 1994 to Istanbul-based Yapı Kredi Bank, making Pegasus a purely Turkish company. On September 4, 1997, Pegasus placed an order for one 737-400 and one 737-800 from Boeing Commercial Airplanes, making it the first Turkish carrier to place an order for the Boeing 737 Next Generation. The airline also signed lease agreements for a further 10 737-800 from the ILFC. In January 2005, Esas Holdings purchased Pegasus Airlines and placed Ali Sabanci as the chairman. 2 months later, he changed the airline from a charter airline to a low-cost airline. In November 2005, Pegasus placed an order for 12 new 737-800 from Boeing, which was backed up with an order for a further 12 737-800 in November 2008. The latter order has flexibility in it, as the orders can be changed to the 149-seat 737-700 or the 215-seat 737-900 depending on market demand. In 2007, Pegasus carried more passengers in Turkey than any other private airline. In 2008, it carried a total of 4.4 million passengers. In 2013, the passenger traffic grew even further to 16.8 million passengers carried. In 2012, Pegasus Airlines, the second-largest airline in Turkey, has signed for up to 100 A320neo family aircraft, of which 75 are firm orders. Pegasus becomes a new Airbus customer and the first Turkish airline to order the A320neo. This was the largest single commercial aircraft order ever placed by an airline in Turkey at the time, and was announced on December 18, 2012 at a ceremony attended by Binali R+/LDA+/Ra+/M, the Turkish Minister of Transport. In June 2012, Pegasus Airlines bought 49% of the Kyrgyz air company Air Manas. March 22, 2013, the air company had operated its first flight under the brand name Pegasus Asia. The company offered 34.5% of its shares of stock to the public. The shares began to be traded at the Borsa Istanbul as Bağdagri Street, PGSUS on April 26, 2013. In Greek mythology, Pegasus was a winged horse sired by Poseidon, in his role as horse god, and foaled by the Gorgon Medusa. Destinations. Code-share agreements: Air Berlin, Azerbaijan Airlines, Air, KLM, Fleet. As of February 2014, the Pegasus Airlines fleet consists the following aircraft, with an average age of 4.4 years. Pegasus Airlines formerly operated 3 Boeing 737-400 which were introduced in 2006. The last of the 3 aircraft was retired in 2012. Leaving the Pegasus Airlines fleet with 54 active aircraft including Boeing 737-800 and Airbus A320s. Cabin: Pegasus Airlines operates a one-class interior configuration on all of their aircraft. A flying cafe is available to all passengers whereby hot meals are provided for an additional charge. Pegasus is also considering installing in-flight entertainment and charging for headphones. Training and maintenance: unlike most low-cost carriers, Pegasus runs its own flight crew training center and maintenance organization, Pegasus Technic. Both centers are fully licensed and are used to train new staff members both on the ground and in the air. Incidents and accidents: On March 10, 2010, Pegasus Airlines Flight 361, an Airbus A319 operated by Air on a ferry flight, made an emergency landing at Frankfurt Airport, Germany after a malfunction in the nose gear. The flight landed safely but blew both front nose gear tires. The airport closed runway 07/25L for 3 hours to allow recovery. The nose gear suffered the same problem as JetBlue Flight 292. On February 7, 2014, Pegasus Airlines Flight 751, a Boeing 737, was the victim of an attempted hijacking by a Ukrainian passenger Artem Kozlov who claimed he had a bomb on board. The passenger demanded to be flown to Sochi, the host city of the 2014 Winter Olympics, where the opening ceremony was taking place. The plane landed safely in Istanbul. Sponsorships: Pegasus Airlines is one of the official sponsors of Tarwan Kurtköy Telecom Arena, newly built stadium for Turkish club Galatasaray AS. Awards: Pegasus Airlines was named the cheapest European low-cost airlines in research held in October 2013 and in June 2014. References. External links: official website.